course, you guys see me testing everything out. You guys are seeing it live, but right there below, that's the invention. Okay, I'm Webmaster Eric, and I invented the Chosen One Condition Report, and my goal was to share this with you guys. My goal was to share it and to help people learn more about themselves because that's the reason that I invented it. I needed the help when I first was on my spiritual awakening journey, but truly it's about growth, right? It's about growth. So in my self-discovery journey, I grew, and now I'm at the place where I can share. So my goal now is to share with you guys, the viewers, you guys who might stumble across this live stream and say, well, what is this? What's going on here? My goal was to share with you specifically. I want to help you learn more about yourself, and I want to do that by reading you your Chosen One Condition Report live. Okay. Now, the one that you see on your screen, that's the demo. Okay. That's the demo. The real version lives on my phone. It's right here. You might can see it. You probably can't. Not sure. Um, but so I'm going to be using a mixture of my phone, even though the example, which is the demo, is right there. Okay. That's the example. All right. So that being said, how you guys doing? It says I'm signed in. Hi, BS Baseball 17. How you doing? Hello, hello. If you can hear me just fine, do me a favor and put a heart. Like tap your screen or press the heart for me. I just want to know if you can hear me just fine. Okay, Baseball? Can you do that for me? So, Baseball, I'm not sure what part you came in on, but my goal is to use what I invented to help you on live stream. And you see where it says generate report? I'm going to read that report to you live, if you don't mind. So, to get started, all I would need is your birthday. Yep, to get started, all I would need is your birthday. How you guys doing? So who wants to participate? All I need is a birthday. It says there's like 10 viewers in here. What's up? Good morning. Happy Tuesday. Oh, it says um, NFL production edits. Look at the demo. Do you see it on your screen? Do you see it on your screen? If you see it on your screen, that's what it is. It's my invention. It's an app. It's an app that I'm working on. NFL Inventions. It's an app that I'm working on. I've been developing it for a little while. Mike Johnson, thank you, Mike Johnson. I appreciate that. Mike Johnson put his birthday in the chat, so I'm about to. Mike Johnson, I got you, bro. I got you. So let's see for Mike Johnson, December 3rd, 1973. Okay, the real version, Mike Johnson. The real version lives on my phone. Okay, brother. I've been developing this for quite some time. What you see on the screen right there, down there, that's the demo. That's kind of how it's going to look. It's super easy interface for anyone to grasp, okay? But look, I'm going to show you how I do it. Not how I do it, but I'm going to show you that I'm not making this up in my mind, okay, Mike Johnson? I'm going to show you that I didn't just make this up. I created this to genuinely help people learn more about themselves, okay? So here we go, 7:29 a.m. I don't know if you can see my phone. You see some words? This is your report. I'm about to read it to you, Mike Johnson, okay? So bear with me. It says, apparently we're in a full moon on March 4th, 2026. This condition report lasts from 6 a.m. to 11:59 a.m. You're a Sagittarius with the life path number 8. That's very important. I don't know if you knew that. Take a mental note, okay? You're a fire sign, of course. And here's your report. This report reflects how your internal signal meets the current field. With Sagittarius influencing expression and the 8th life path underneath that, effectiveness comes from directed presence, not doing more, but doing what matters. Okay, Mike Johnson? Current conditions bring boundary integrity and embodied pacing to the foreground. So for you, stability comes from choosing what deserves your engagement and letting the rest pass untouched. Okay, Mike Johnson? It says move forward, but don't let urgency pick your targets. Notice where your body tightens before your mind reacts. Early momentum benefits from clarity, not speed. Okay, Mike Johnson? And this is still the same report. It generates a real report. I can give it to you. Okay? This is very real. So it says you have a shadow, which is called the visibility avoider. This pattern stays hidden to avoid scrutiny or expectations. Your test is called the loyalty signal, where pressure tests what you prioritize. Okay, Mike Johnson? Your emotion here is called quiet confidence. So allow yourself to be seen once and then notice how visibility does not equal danger just because you're being seen. There's a support kit in your report, and the support kit is designed to help you empower yourself, right? So I don't know if you like crystals or not, but fire, agate, ruby, and pyrite, if you hold them in your hand while meditating, they'll amplify your courage, visibility, and forward action with steadiness. Okay? And cinnamon, clove, and frankincense. These aromas, these smells, it could be a candle, essential oil, or an incense. They'll help heat move cleanly through your system without burning off. You're a fire sign, so you probably get hot when you get emotional. When you get irritated or frustrated, you probably get hot, like maybe even a little sweaty. Who knows, right? Your micro action will be to write one sentence boundary you will hold today, and then choose one task and finish it before switching. This will discharge excess heat and restore clarity before decisions are made. So, Mike Johnson, that's your chosen one condition report. And with those aromas, if you keep those smells around you at all times, like frankincense in the car, a candle with the fragrance of frankincense in your home, dude, you're going to be calm, like a Zen master, pretty much all day, no matter what you go through in life. Okay, so that's what this is. That's what I invented. It invents like these micro snapshot reports that it prints out, and I read them out on my live streams, or I give them to you. Especially on TikTok, I can just put it in your DM. I'm kind of fresh to YouTube and Twitch, so I don't even know if I can send it to you. But what I like to do is when I give someone their report, I like to give it to them because it's not mine, it's yours. So if you're still with me and that sounds pretty neat or pretty cool, let me know in the chat. Let me know in the chat. How did you like it? Was it interesting? Was it cool? I'd be interested to know because this is my invention, so I like to get feedback. So any and all feedback is welcome. Oh, Mike Johnson, I'm reading it right now. It says, I have studied these topics extensively, and I can say your app works perfectly. Thank you. Oh my goodness. When you say you've studied these topics extensively, are you talking books? You talking research? You talking live as a practitioner of some sort? I'd love to know. I'd love to know genuinely. I genuinely would love to know. Make sure you sub up. Make sure you follow, cause Mike, I want to be able to help people, and if my app actually helps someone, I would genuinely appreciate knowing how it helps. And my goal, big picture, was to sell it or license it. Okay, to practitioners so that they can use it in their journey. Right? I'm just a tech guy. I create the technology behind the function, right? But my goal was to try to sell this thing or license it to someone who can maybe do better with it than me. I just created it and I'm telling people about it through books and research. Oh, do you have a book that you recommend? I'll tell you the book that I read that helped me. I don't know if you can see this, but this book is called The Map of Consciousness Explained. This book is the catalyst for my own growth and elevation, right? As a person, as a man, as a younger man, it opened my mind to possibilities that I was not exposed to, and what the book did for me was it made me want to reach for people. The book made me want to create what I ultimately created here. It was in my spirit, it was in my mind, and my goal at the higher level of consciousness that I achieved and that I've been maintaining for a couple of years now. My goal now is to share it. It's to now give it because I grew and I learned, and now I want people to grow and to learn just as I did, but have an easier path to it, if that makes sense, right? Because a lot of people don't want to grow. They don't want to do the inner work. They don't want to work on themselves. And what this does is it gives them the answers. So they don't have to go searching. It gives them the answers instantly. And that was the whole goal behind the app that I created. So I hope that makes sense. I hope I'm not being too wordy with it. But you were brave enough to share your birthday. And that participation, like, not only did it make me smile, it makes me happy, but I can't talk about it if no one asks questions or if no one participates, you know? So I want to say thank you for that, Mike. And are you a therapist? The Encyclopedia of Psychological Astrology by Charles E. O. Carter, The Archetypes of the Zodiac by Kathleen Burt, or perhaps the more ubiquitous, The Only Astrology Book You'll Ever Need by Joanna Martine. Oh my goodness, you just dropped some nuggets. You just dropped some nuggets. Listen, I love to read. That's like one of my favorite things to do when I actually get the time to do so. So you just dropped some absolute nuggets. I didn't even know much about spirituality and stuff like that. For me, what happened was I was going through an ascension, and during my ascension, what ended up happening was I I documented my ascension because I looked at it as an opportunity to ask questions and to help people in the future. So as I was growing and learning stuff, um, I wanted to make sure that I documented every aspect of my growth journey and just how hard it was, and then create an easier path so that other people don't struggle the way that I did as I was ascending the levels of consciousness and the levels of spiritual elevation. So I hope that makes sense, Mike. But now that I've created this tool, I, that's from all of my experiences. So 3 times a day, for example, that covers 24 hours, right? 8-hour cycles in a day, right? So let's call it an 8-hour shift, right? First shift, second shift, third shift. At any part of the day, morning, afternoon, and night, 8-hour intervals, of course, you get a snapshot of who you are in that moment and a printout report of who you are in that moment. So imagine just today, in the next 24 hours, you get 2 more reports about yourself. Now, tomorrow is a new day, but you can look back on today, tomorrow, and say, wait a second, I was overgiving. I was limiting beliefs of myself. I was sabotaging myself in some capacity. And these are the things that I can do to make myself whole or better. That's the point of the reports, right? So that you don't got to write them down. You don't have to remember anything. You just get to have them and do the work. So essentially, I'm making doing the work easier in some capacity, or at least that's what my hope for it was. That's what my vision was, and that's what I invented. So you're talking to an inventor. Everyone has been telling me to embrace the fact that not only have I invented this, it hasn't been done quite like this before, and there are no examples of it. So I'm being very careful in all of my test runs to not just be respectful, but to gain feedback and insight. Yeah, each sign must learn to make moves under the correct planetary alignment. Exactly. And so, Mike, when you said that the app works perfectly, one of the last updates that I did to it was I added the planetary alignments because I understand how that influences the zodiac. So before the planetary alignments were added, there were a lot of repeats because there were no planetary alignments. And when I added that, it stabilized it. So when you said your report was accurate, well, that's because of the universe. That's because of where the moon is. I think we're in the full moon cycle, or we're starting to get to the other side of it as the minutes and seconds and hours start to go by. But even the moon is a factor. Of course, the planets are a huge factor, right? The time, what time of day is a huge factor. The math behind numerology influences the reports as well, not just the planets. So, Mike, not only are you spot on, but it's like we're already here. We're already in the mental frame we're already connected. And when I built it and started talking about it, I'm over on TikTok. I'm pretty viral over there. Almost 16,000 followers when I go live. It's always a lot of people in there. It's fun, but the audience isn't mature all the time. They get into the woo, they get into the tarot, they get into other aspects of spirituality that I can't say that I have any experience in personally. So I wanted to get on the YouTube, Twitch side of it because, like you, for example, this morning, you just referenced books that you've studied and read, that you've researched. A man that researches that extensively, um, oh, I see, I see, I see. Keep in mind with astrology that everything is subjective to the person that is gaining the information. Absolutely. And that's why I try to just read the report as it says it. I don't even veer off into my own thoughts. Whatever it generates, I read it exactly. And for you, Mike, like I want to be able to give you your report because I want you to have it. I want you to see it. I want you to like know that not only were you talking to Webmaster Eric, but it's timestamped and it even has your name on it. I still have it up. Where is it? Here it is, right here. I don't know if you can see that, but it this is your report. It has your name on it right there. It says for Mike Johnson. I just used your username. I should have put the -G7G, but you'll know that it's you. Um, is there a way for us to message right here on YouTube where I can send this to you? Can you send images? Do you know if you can? Because I'm pretty new to YouTube and I'm not using YouTube directly. I'm using another app interface to stream to YouTube. Oh, you were able to see it. Okay, yeah. So this is the report, and this is how it looks. So this is everything that I read. I call it like a digital receipt. So the demo, um, I don't know how to make the demo do that in an app where it'll print to your phone. Say you download the app on the App Store or something, and it'll like download something directly to your device. That's the overall goal of the app, so that people have it, so that I don't have it. It's not for me; it's for the user. But again, I'm still developing it, and so far, I mean, you said it works. So if you said it works perfectly, I'm gonna take your word for it. I get a lot of feedback on it, so my goal is to take the feedback, make iterations, make adjustments or changes, and just try to make it better so that the person receiving the information can do well with it. And that's interesting because I had no idea when I pressed the live button. This isn't rehearsed, so I never have any clue who I'm gonna meet, how it's gonna go, or anything. I never know. I never have any clue. Incorporate AI into the app. Yes. So I'm actually doing that for version. I'm at 1.3. For version 1.4, it's gonna have like AI functionality where they can ask questions about the report to get a bit more understanding and a bit more clarity. Um, that's what I'm working on. It's way what is it? Easier said than done. Oh, jeez. Um, for sure, easier said than done. But I'm working through it. I'm working through it. I've been working on that for like a couple of days straight, like almost no sleep, working through it. So it's tough because the AI isn't as capable. It's not as good as people think it is. I know because I'm on the tech side. If AI was to do your homework for you, you would get like a D minus. So I would give it a D minus. It is not exceptional. ChatGPT will help you write the code. Oh yeah, for sure, for sure, for sure. We call that vibe coding. Whereas ChatGPT deploys the code for free, but the code has what do I like to call it? It has flaws. The code has flaws, and ChatGPT is like unstable, whereas it'll veer off topic or hallucinate. So it'll start to guess what it thinks you want and start to predict instead of just following the coach's order, so to speak. The coach say run this play like this. You try to do it exactly like the coach says it, with improvisations, of course, because in real time it's a little bit different than a rehearsal. That's Chat GPT. It kind of goes its own way, and that's not good. It's not as good as we think it is, but it is very functional and it is very capable for sure. Very capable for sure. So with that, um, what would you say that AI is only as smart as? Yes, for sure. Yes, it is only as smart as the question you can ask. So the better you are at being specific and clear, the better it delivers its answers. It's still an input device at the end of the day. It needs management and guidance. Yep. Yep. It does get recursive. It really does. I've had to scold it like a bad child. I've had to scold ChatGPT and other AI. I've had to scold it like, hey, I didn't tell you to do that. Please stop doing that and get back on track. And it'll actually apologize. It'll apologize. It'll apologize, and then it'll try to correct itself, but it'll always start from scratch. It's a nice little headache. Mike says, me too. You've had to scold it like, hey, what are you talking about, Chad? I didn't even mention that. Why are you bringing that up? Talking about something else. You have to like keep it on track. It's like a puppy or something, you know? It's like, come on, over here, boy, come on, you know? It's pretty cool. It's pretty cool. So, Mike, um, how long have you been interested in topics of astrology? Like, is this a newer thing for you? Because those books are pretty advanced. I could just tell from the titles and the authors. Those are pretty advanced books. How long have you kind of been in the astrology realm, so to speak? So most of my life. Most of my life is the answer. Wow. Um, that is truly incredible. So, can you see a tool like what I've invented here being widely accepted, maybe? Oh, you're not that old. I'm trying to think. When I saw your birthday, I didn't immediately guess the age because to me, we're all forever young. Uh, that's just how I think. But I'm trying to think. My oldest brother was born in '81, so he's in his 40s. So you would be in your 50s, upper 50s. That's the middle of it. I don't think you're old yet. Maybe when you're 60 something, 70 something. All right, all right, all right. Grandkids and great grands, that's old. Let's see. Oh, and Mike, so on my channel, if you sub on YouTube, I don't know if you're on YouTube or Twitch, because I think I'm streaming to both platforms. I have no idea which one. Like I'm relative. Oh, I think this is YouTube. So on YouTube, on my channel, if you sub up, I have a lot of different videos of some of my replays from live streams on TikTok. So if I'm streaming for an hour, 2 hours, three, four, however long, there's a lot of dialogue um, based on the app and the reports, but spirituality in general, astrology in general, numerology in general, planetary alignments and such. For sure. And that's the general consensus, Mike. It says you're saying yes, I can see it as a valuable tool for people that are lost and need direction. And Mike, the heaviness of the last part of that sentence, that are lost and need direction, Mike, that feels like most of the world, brother. Um, Whereas lost from themselves, lost from their maker, the creator, lost from source, disconnected from humanity at large, because most people are selfish. And I thought about all of those things. The things that plague humanity is what I thought about when I made this, and how I can do my small little part to help. Um, and I consider it small. It took a great deal of brain power and studying and coding and up all night for weeks and weeks and weeks. And I didn't really understand what I was building yet. And it failed like 5 or 6 times before it finally started to print out and work where I could read the reports. And I remember crying the very first report. Like I shed tears. And I was like, holy crap, this is going to help people. And I was like, I got to put it out there. And I'm not this kind of person to like live stream and talk to people. I'm introverted. I'd rather just be on the computer. No one can see my face, right? I'd rather be in hiding, recluse a little bit, just creating behind the scenes. But for some reason, I've been compelled to talk about it because I created it, or people keep saying, you didn't create it, you invented it. So I've been trying to wear the invention part of it. I've never invented anything in my life before this. So I'm still finding my footing when it comes to that. But most people are lost and need direction. And the scary part is, since I started this, people have been clamoring and saying that I've been helping them. Some people have been calling me a psychic, but if you look on the screen, it literally says this is not psychic. It's not mysticism, right? It's not. I'm not a minister of any sort. I'm webmaster Eric. I'm really good at websites and apps and stuff. I'm just a man. I have found that all paths lead to Christ. You are doing a good job. Yeah. So, in my journey and in my walk of life, I found the exact same thing, brother. The exact same thing. And for the people who are unaware, for the people who don't believe, all I can do is feel bad for them, right? Empathy, um, and hope that they awaken and start to go in the proper direction at some point in their lives. And that's why I built the tool. Hopefully, I try to leave the religious aspect out, but it's present still. You know what I mean? Like I try to leave it out, but it remains because, of course, it should, right? I find it deeply personal. I want people to find that path on their own. I don't know if I'm the person to bring them to it. I don't claim to be the person that brings them to it, but spirituality is very deeply part of what I built, and I hope that it pushes them to the path or just nudges them in the direction like, hey, tap in. You have no idea what you're missing out on. That's why they're lost and need direction. That was the goal. Yeah, that's what I considered it, a good start. Like if they're lost and need direction and they know nothing, it's a good start in the right direction. And from there, the seed grows, however it may. However it may. Oh man, I really do appreciate you, Mike, because you're giving me real feedback in real time in real life, and I didn't even expect this. When I press the go live button, I have no clue what's gonna happen. I just hope for the best. It reaches who it reaches, and whoever it doesn't, it's okay. Oh man, I really do appreciate this. Mike, what do you do for a living? Are you a manager of some sort? Do you have a day job? You have your own business. Like, where are you in the world of the economy and work? So I was hoping that this becomes my day job. It's a crazy dream, but I don't make any money from it right now. I was just building it without the thought of money. But as I've been going and going, I'm like, I've been putting hours and weeks and months into this and my heart and soul. And I'm starting to think about how to monetize, but I suppose it'll come. God bless you. Oh, got to get back to work. I'll be watching for your next upload. You're a manager at Tesla. Okay, enjoy your work day. Enjoy your work day. Thank you for the sub. I appreciate you. Take care. Everyone loves Tesla. Everyone. So everyone watching and listening in the future on the replay, because once the stream ends, you guys know it gets automatically uploaded to YouTube. I forgot how long it takes. I think the longer the stream is, the longer it takes to upload. But me and Mike have had an incredible dialogue right here this morning, and he has 30 years of experience on this subject. Um, that the app was basically foundationally built upon, and he's been studying it. And if I recollect right, he's given it a stamp of approval. He said it works perfectly. I'm gonna take that and run with it. I love feedback, and his feedback is telling me that I built something incredibly helpful, and it's a good start on the right path. So, with that, I'm gonna end the stream and say thank you for your time.